All right, hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to the color section of the still life. This is all still part one that is going to be submitted. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to File, Save As, and I'm just going to replace shape with color. All right. My computer is acting slow, so as a precaution, I'm going to be saving quite frequently. All right, so the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a layer. Click the very bottom layer you have. Mine is glass. Yours might be bull or decanter. That's okay. Those don't matter right now, but this one does in its position. I'm going to call it background. We're going to select below current. This has to be all the way at the very bottom. If it's not at the very bottom, can you drag it? Yeah. No, you cannot. Ooh, whoops. I accidentally put it in that layer. Um, just click the layer and you just slowly bring it down with this button here. Like right now, the glass is on the bottom. All right. So I'm going to make sure all my layers are locked except for background. This is a good idea because you don't want to accidentally do something to something you already drew. So it's a good idea to lock it. All right, and I'm going to go to my shape tool. I'm going to zoom out. I need to see the entire canvas, and I'm going to put a square over it. I'm going to choose a color that'll be a decent backdrop. That'll work. And I believe, okay, and the square is there in the background layer already. I'm actually a bit surprised by that. Okay. Um, and if it's not, just simply drag it in there. We're going to go to our fill and stroke menu, make sure that rectangle is selected. We're going to go to stroke and we're going to click the X. So we have no stroke. Now we're going to go back to our layers. We're going to lock it. This is being slow on me today. I sure hope it don't freeze. I better save. It's always a good idea to save. All right, so background layer is locked. We're going to unlock our bull. All right. And we're going to pick a color for it just on the color swatch. I don't know, how about red? Whichever color you like, that is perfectly fine. All right, we're then going to go to our fill and stroke menu, and we are going to make sure there is no stroke. All right. And we're going to lock it. Now we're going to color the glass. So we have our glass layer unlocked. I am going to click the liquid. Okay, once the liquid is clicked, and I just clicked right here. If you have an older Inkscape version, you can just use your select tool and go ahead in there and select it. I'm going to go to view, zoom, and I'm going to go to selection. And I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. All right, so think about what color you want your liquid to be. I always like using blue. The content suggests red. Do what you want. I like to think it's blue Kool-Aid, but to each their own. All right, and I'm going to go to my fill and stroke, and we're going to get rid of the stroke there. Okay. Now we're going to click the top layer. Now here's the thing. I actually forgot what color I picked over here. I think it might have been that. I'm not sure, but we are going to go ahead and click that top layer. We're going to click our dropper tool. I'm going to click the dropper tool on the bottom liquid, and it changes that. You have to have the top liquid selected first, and we need to get rid of the stroke. Now we're going to click the fill, because right now you can't see the stroke, and it makes it not even look like we bothered to put a top circle on there. So with the fill selected, we are going to move our, first we're going to go to HSL, This stands for hue, saturation, and lightness. Hue is just another word for color. And we are going to turn our lightness up. Basically, we want the bottom layer to be a little bit darker. Okay, and there we have that. Oops, I accidentally clicked in the background with the eyedropper tool and it changed it to the background. Be careful about that. All right, I'm going to grab our select tool. I'm going to zoom out. Oh, this is so slow. I better save again. Okay, we're going to go to our layers. I'm not going to lock the layer because I'm not sure if the eyedropper will work with the layer locked. I'm going to unlock our decanter layer, and I'm going to select the bottom liquid. I'm going to click our eyedropper tool again, select the bottom liquid, and it changes. I'm going to go to our fill menu, select stroke, no stroke. Then I am going to go to our select tool again, select the top layer, and then second verse same as the first. Select the eyedropper tool, top one, changes it to the exact same color. Go to our stroke and get rid of the stroke. All right, and now we are going to go back to our layers. And it's being slow, so once again, I'm going to save. We're going to lock our decanter layer. We're going to lock our glass layer. Our bowl layer is already locked. We're going to click on our background layer, unlock that. I'm going to go to View, Zoom, and I'm going to go to Page Width. I changed my mind. I'm going to go to View, Zoom, and we'll go to Page. Okay, so now we are going to add a gradient. So we're going to select the background square that we drew, and we're going to go to our Fill and Stroke menu. We're on Stroke, so let's go to the Fill tab. We want what's called a linear gradient, and that is the third option here. So we're going to select that. And if it changes it to some weird colors, don't panic, it's all right. All right, so this is a bit new. Normally we have our sliders over here, but we have these sliders over here. I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the color that I had. And this is so slow. And it went back to normal. I'll click the gradient again, and it seemed to leave it to the gradient that I wanted. So a gradient is going to be all the colors between the color you choose and white. Okay. If yours does not change color after you switch the color again, let me know. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go to my gradients tool, which is over here. This they completely changed the color of it and the shape. So we're going to move this square stopper. We're going to do a gradient from top left to bottom right. So we're going to move the square stopper, which is on my left side, all the way to the top left, and we're going to move our diamond stopper all the way to the bottom right. Now our gradient is going this way. All right, now we are going to put another stopper in the middle, but we are going to choose a color. And what this is going to do is this is going to, I think it might just be easier to show you. So, I don't know, we'll choose blue, I suppose. We're going to click the blue color swatch down there and drag it to the middle. And then as you can see, it goes from the color that we chose all the way to the blue. And then from the blue to the white. So I'm going to press Control Z. Choose a color that's probably somewhat similar to what you had. And then put it in the middle there. If you want to choose a darker one, that's fine. Just try and keep in mind you don't want it to blend in with the other items that you're going to have. And we're going to add more color to this. There's going to be grapes, there's going to be a table, there's going to be a book, there's going to be lots of other color to it. Some of it is going to be real subtle too. You'll find out in the next video. Now, here is your time to adjust. So you can leave it the way it is. That's perfectly fine. Remember, if you do something that you don't like by accident, you can always undo it. Just press Control-Z or go to your edit and undo. And this is really, really slow once again, so I'm going to save it. All right. I got the left stopper selected. You can see it blue. I'm going to adjust my L slider to where I think it's appropriate. I think that is just dandy. Do the same thing to the middle stopper. We're only going to adjust the L. Once again, all you get here is the little drop down menu. And then you do the same for the bottom right. And then that's it. Save and submit to Still Life 1. And the next unit will be value. The next part will be value. It is going to be a longer one. Only one video. I may break it into 2 parts, but I'm going to give you a long time to work on it. Thank you.